Hi, I'm going to talk a little bit about vocabulary and the content areas today. Vocabulary knowledge is usually acquired through a combination of incidental learning and direct instruction, and this can occur during reading or listening to others read or being taught specific words in a direct setting. For most subject areas, the instructional approach is acceptable. Vocabulary instruction for math terms is a conceptual approach with research based strategies where students can explore and improve mathematics learning. So, um, mathematical terms are very specific to their domain. They mean specific things. So if you say sum, students should know that means to add. If you say the difference, that means students should be able to subtract and understand that language. Science vocabulary is very much the same, being very domain specific, and the science vocabulary is considered a tier 3 for vocabulary words. Direct instruction for science vocabulary can increase learning and comprehension. So if the vocabulary terms are taught at the beginning of a unit and used throughout the unit, this normally can enhance the learning and retention for comprehension. Using multimedia methods or pictures, animations, words to introduce these terms and practice these terms can help the students understand the meaning of that science vocabulary, and therefore when they're reading they'll understand the content. It's also important to provide a lot of exposure to the terms and use those terms within the classroom as much as possible so the students are familiar with the word and the terms, and it can relate it back to the content. Vocabulary instruction in social studies helps build background knowledge, and it's essential for students to know these terms when reading nonfiction text. Providing early, frequent, and targeted interventions with words is a great strategy when teaching social studies vocabulary. So intentionally using that vocabulary in lessons, materials, creating background knowledge before teaching the unit will help students with comprehension. Doesn't matter the subject area, vocabulary instruction can enhance the learner's experience with the topic and provide background information. Students who have learning disabilities, they're struggling readers, English language learners, they all benefit from vocabulary instruction. While creating this background knowledge, it provides the students the opportunity to understand the terms and will help them further in their comprehension with the topic materials, the text, and just understanding overall the topic as it's being taught. And that is why it's important to intentionally teach vocabulary for any content area.